Hey guys, good morning. It is day one. I hope you are all as excited to be here as I am. I wanted to go over the clean eating principles. I saw a couple of you guys liked the document that I posted, and that is awesome. I'm really excited that you guys are all already jumping into it. The very first, excuse me, the very first clean eating challenge I ever did was with my coach, and it was based on the principles by Tosca Reno. Reno is in Reno, Nevada. For those of you that really want to delve into this, these principles are straight from her stuff. She makes it stupid simple, especially for those of us that are career women, busy moms, all of the above. We don't really have time to sit there and be like, what is a ditriglyceride? All these other things. It makes it to where you can be like, oh, I need egg whites for this, and that's really simple. So, anyways, I wanted to go through these really fast for you guys. This will probably be the longest video, but I figured it would be easier with me talking. I know some of us are visual, some of us are auditory learners. So, the first one, eat more. This is kind of a foreign principle for a lot of us, especially as women. Very rarely do we get told to eat more. It's always eat less. Low fat this, low calorie this. That is one of the main things that is going to probably be a revamping, is if you can really just know that food is fuel, period. Now, that being said, have to get used to eating approximately, I tell my challengers, 5 to 6 times a day, generally 3 meals, 2 to 3 snacks. You will be eating more, but that doesn't necessarily mean just more quantities. It's more bang for your buck, and, it's a whole head of broccoli has a lot less calories in it, believe it, than a candy bar, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know about you, but I don't think I could be, I think I'd be completely full after that. So anyways, first thing, just get used to, we pack snacks for our kids, right? How many of you, myself included, have, Nutrigrain bars, grapes, apples, bananas. I mean, I have stuff in my purse constantly for my daughter. And you don't know how many times that I've been like, oh my gosh, I haven't eaten all day. I have a banana in my purse, and she saves me. I'm trying to take care of her, and she saves me. So that is one of the things, we take care of our children. We need to get used to taking care of ourselves. It requires a little more thought on our part, but get used to carrying snacks for yourself as well as your kids or even your hubby. I've slipped a couple in there for him too. The next one, number 2, eat breakfast every day within an hour of waking. This is huge. Basically, for those of you that have lived in the cold, I never understood this until I was in Germany. Try to start a fire without any wood. Does it work? No. You're just going to be throwing matches in there. This is what happens with our bodies when we don't feed ourselves. It just shuts down. It's, you might have a little bit of a slow burn going on, but there's nothing there. So the first thing you need to do before your body, is geared up and ready for the day, before it really figures out, like, hey, we're up, you need to eat. This is one of the reasons that I have actually started using Shakeology, which I know a couple of you asked me some questions about it, because I can throw it in the blender while I'm getting her lunch ready or whatever else we need to do for the day, and I drink it and I'm gone. But that is one of the main things that I know many of us skip breakfast, skip the most important meal of the day. It's not a good habit to get into, but it's many of us have had since high school. Or even before, those of us trying to get my daughter to eat before the first 30 minutes she's awake is always a chore, but, one that has to be done. Number 3, this is something that I struggle with, especially for the nighttime eaters, and I do know it always hinders my weight loss when I'm trying really hard to eat and eat clean, and then I go and have a whole mess of food right before I go to bed. You don't need it. It actually can prevent you from falling asleep. So, because your body's still thinking, oh, I need fuel, I must be still going. That's not true. So you really, really, really want to make sure that your last meal or last snack of the day is within 2 to 3 hours. This says 3 hours. I'd say 2 to 3 hours. Just because, we all need sleep, and better sleep equals better rest, where we can do more, more chasing after our kids, right? Number 4, eat a combination of lean protein, complex carbohydrates. I noticed, I know some of you guys saw that I broke this down at the bottom. This is a key rule of thumb. I get a lot of questions about, what are carbs? What are good carbs? What are bad carbs? What meat should I eat? This is a, print this out, post it on your fridge. I have it right here just so I can reference it so you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically what that means is you are looking for fish, white fish, but salmon is okay. That's good fats. That's another one we're going to cover. With complex carbohydrates. Starchy complex carbohydrates, this is from the bottom. Sweet potatoes, That doesn't mean go have a load of baked potato, but sweet potatoes are huge, and they're actually a lot lower calorie than people think they are. Red potatoes. I might add some parsley red potatoes to like a sirloin steak. Sirloin is usually lower fat than a lot of the other cuts of red meat. That's one of my hubby's favorites. Radishes, beans and legumes. I will also be posting some crock pot recipes that I know work for me. There's one called chicken chili. It is not low calorie, but it is packed with nutrition, and literally a tiny little bowl, and you are good to go. And my daughter loves it, which is key. You guys, quinoa, oats, rice, brown rice, not white rice. We're not talking about the kind at the Chinese food place. That is also another thing that's kind of hard is, we've been told no rice, no bread, no pasta. This isn't exactly true. It's the kind that you're putting into your body. Ragu with, 99-cent rigatoni is fuel, but it doesn't have anywhere near as much nutrition as, say, a homemade sauce that you made out of whole tomatoes with whole wheat pasta and, a little bit of olive oil. That's a heck of a lot better for you. And one of the things that hinders weight loss a lot of times is your body's not getting enough nutrition. It's not getting the nutrients it needs, so it's just hanging on to whatever it can. So this is also another thing that's huge. 5, eat sufficient. Oh,